guys, it's Brittany, and I know I look I don't know why, I don't know, this combination with the hat. I live for this captain hat. I got it from the Queen Mary. I don't know, I kind of look like I'm in the FBI, but this video is very fitting for that, so that's probably why I decided to look this way. So from seeing the title, I know it's very alarming. It's very like, girl, WTF, but it's true. And I just want to get right on into this. This happened in May, I believe. It was March or May, so a long time ago, not like too long ago, pretty long ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm in Halloween vibes. This is a really creepy story, and it happened, and I thought it would be a good video for my channel, so I wanted to tell you guys about the time back in May when there was a man outside of my house, and I called the police on him, so that's kind of a spoiler, but I have footage and everything, so grab your popcorn, grab your snacks. Oh my god, what's with this hair? Grab your Dunkin' Donuts, your Tim Hortons, girl, wherever you are. I don't even know. Your McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, like grab whatever, because there's a lot I gotta say. So I don't even know really where to begin. It was an ordinary morning. I was just drinking my coffee. Maybe it was like 9:30 in the morning, I guess, or something like that. I was working, and I just so happened to look outside, and I saw this car just parked right out front, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, you know, I've never seen that person before. I thought maybe it was family of, you know, my neighbors, but I didn't really think much of it. I kind of was like, you know, like, who the heck is that kind of thing, but I didn't really think much of it. And then about 2 hours later, I looked out the window again, just so happened to look outside. I wasn't looking for this person, and the car was still there. And I have pictures and video and stuff that I will like show throughout this video. And when I saw the car still there, my heart fell into my stomach. I get really paranoid. I have a lot of anxiety, so I was immediately thinking, oh my god, there's someone out there, they want to kill me. Like, I was just, you know, automatically thinking stuff like that. And what really freaked me out was how dark this car was. Like, the windows were super tinted. It was almost illegal how tinted they were. They were just pitch black. So I was looking, and you could see somebody sitting in the car. Like, you know, if you're looking through a tinted window, you can see the person. And I was like, what is that person doing in there? It was just creepy because I saw them a couple hours before that. I didn't see anybody in the car though, because I just kind of looked out the window and I just saw the car there. I didn't know anybody was in there. But the second time I looked and I saw that the car was in the same position and nobody was around, or, you know, nothing was, you know, out of place. Like, the car was still there. And then I saw a person in it, and the windows were tinted. So I stood at the window, and I had like the blinds closed and stuff, and I was just watching this person. And it was a man. He was, you know, a bigger man, and he was just sitting there. And I don't know if he at one point looked like he was looking up at me. I don't know, like, I'm just, you know, I get so paranoid and I have anxiety and stuff. So I just kept staring at him, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh my god, do I call the police? You know, maybe he's here to, I don't know, pick up his kid or something. I mean, there is a school down the street, and maybe he's picking up his kid, like, you know, it's almost lunchtime, maybe he's waiting for his kid to come. I don't know. So I was literally standing in front of my window for literally like an hour watching this person to see what he was up to, and he never moved. The only time he moved was when he pushed back his chair. I could see him pushing back his chair, and he was kind of just leaning back like he was watching a movie, but he wasn't watching anything. He was just laying like this, like he's waiting for something. Like, what are you doing? Then during that hour, maybe it wasn't an hour, it was like 45 minutes or something, I see his phone, like he's holding something, you know, like, because it's so tinted, but you can just kind of see what he was doing. And he was holding a phone, and his phone was facing my house, and I don't know if he was taking pictures. And this was during a time, like, I was getting really weird emails from this person, from a person I don't even know. And I started thinking that the person in the car was this person that sends me emails. I've mentioned this person before. They've literally been like harassing me for like months. They have stopped for a while now. They did message me not too long ago, and they're just being all normal. I don't know, I'm not responding, but they, like, long story short, they were sending me, I mentioned this in a video like a while back, like I was just getting these awful messages or emails from this person like 5 times a day, and they were just saying the most disgusting things to me. Not like they were a hater, just things that they want to do to me. It made me very uncomfortable, and like he's a sicko and reminds me of a serial killer, the things that he was saying. And you know, I ignored it for a bit, and you know, I blocked him. But it's like my email doesn't work because I would block him, but I would still get the emails, but it said that he was blocked. And then eventually I did reply to him, and I was just like swearing, you know, oh my dear Lord. I was telling him like, F off, and if you don't effing stop messaging me, I'm gonna, you know, I have all the emails that you sent me, I'm gonna send them to the police, like you're gonna go to jail, you sick mother trucker. Like, I just said, leave me the alone. Like, I just don't put up with BS, and this person was just harassing me every single day. So I automatically thought it was like this guy or something, and he was like, you know, pissed off at me, and he was coming for me, or I don't know. So anyways, you know, I was trying to like continue on my day, but I would keep looking outside, and that man never left his car. He never left that car, and he was still laying back. He was there until 4:40, 4:45. That's so weird, 4:44. Like, I guess I'll just round it to 4:45. But he was there till 4:45. That whole day sitting in that car. He never drove away. He never, you know, drove to like McDonald's or something. I mean, how would I know that he went to McDonald's? But he never left that car. So when he left, I was like, oh, okay, you know, maybe he was just trying to kill time or something, and, you know, he's going to pick up somebody, or I don't know, maybe his daughter was late getting out of school. I don't know. Like, I think that school down the street gets out at like 3:10 or something. So that's what I was trying to think. So the next day, you know, the back of my head, as soon as I woke up, I'm just like, I hope that guy isn't back. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what if he comes back and stuff? And I said, okay, well, I did see him around like 9:30 or something in the morning, but I didn't actually take notice of an actual man in the car until, you know, a couple hours later. So I just kept looking out my window from time to time, and, you know, just trying to continue on with my day and stuff. And, you know, I was just hoping I would not see that damn blue car. So I go to the bathroom because, you know, I have to pee. I drink a lot of liquid throughout the day, so I have to pee a lot. So when I came back, the car was back in the same spot that it was the previous day. And I was just like, oh my God. So I took pictures, of course, of the car the previous day, and I pulled them up on my phone. I'm just like, wait, is that the same car? Like, yeah, it was the same car. The tinted windows and everything. I could see the frame of the man. He was like heavier set. And I was like, he's back. And it was around like the same time that I noticed him and taking more action and being more serious about it. So like around maybe like 11:30, like 11ish, you know what I mean, within that hour. I want to make like a whole video about this. I am so over people. The older you get, the more you just don't care anymore. Like, I'm just so over, you know, I used to be such like a shy girl, and, you know, if people were gonna be mean to me, I just kind of let it happen. I never like stood up for myself. Like, if someone is pissing me off or just making me feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna tell them. You know, if somebody like stares at me in public and gives me a dirty look, I stare right back at them, and I stare at them even harder and longer. So I was getting really annoyed with this person. I was like, what the F? Who is this guy? Like, what are you doing? Like, you are so freaking creepy. So I'm just an idiot. I rolled up the blinds, and I just stood there at my window, standing with my hands on my waist, and I just stared at him. But I was literally standing in my window, just staring at him with disgust. Like, what the hell are you doing? But then again, he could just be this innocent guy, just, you know, maybe that's a spot that he wants to park, and you know what I mean? But it just wasn't adding up, because that man never left his car in those tinted windows. And then eventually he laid back his chair again. So he was like laying back. I saw him bring out his phone, and it looked like the phone was facing me, and I'm standing in the window. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, he's taking pictures of me. This has to be some freak that knows me on YouTube. He knows where I live, and he's being a crazy stalker person. That's what I was thinking, and I was getting really scared, but at the same time, I was pissed off, because I am sick of just disgusting people in this world. Just let people live, leave people alone. It's always been a dream of mine to work for the FBI, And, you know, I have like an FBI agent inside of me. You know, I'm really good with criminals. That sounds so weird. Like when I used to work in retail, my managers and coworkers, they used to always tell me like I'm the FBI girl, because I always crack down the criminals. I always stop them. I just didn't give a shiz at all. You know what I mean? I'm just sick of these people. Stop stealing. Stop doing that. Like, you're an idiot. So I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean? So I was about to go to his car and just be like, what the hell are you doing, man? Like, what is your problem? Like, who are you? You know, I'm gonna call the police. You were parked here yesterday. You never left your car. But then I was thinking, you know what, Brittany? He could have a weapon. If this guy really knows who I am, he could have a weapon. You know, he never came to the door, like never rang the doorbell. He never knocked on my door, because you would think maybe he could do that to see like if I was home, but that never happened. But I was thinking like if I, you know, he has tinted windows, like super tinted windows. Of course he does. And I was thinking if I went over to him, what if he had a gun? What if he had a knife? So I started getting really creeped out, and I started thinking like, it has to be someone who knows who I am. Like, it has to be. What is he doing there? Like, but then at the same time, I'm thinking, okay, like maybe he is waiting for somebody else. Like maybe it has nothing to do with me, and I'm just freaking out because his windows are tinted and he's laying back in his car. But at the same time, his phone is like facing the house, making it out. I don't know if he was taking pictures, but it just kind of looked like it. I don't know. So 4:45-ish rolls around again, and this guy leaves at the exact same time, and he never left his vehicle that whole day. Never got out for a breather, like nothing. He was in there for hours. Just, I don't know what the hell he was doing in there. So he left again. I'm just like, you know what? That was 2 days in a row. If he comes back for a third day, then I am calling the police, especially if he comes back at the same time, rolls back his chair, has that phone, and it's facing me, and clearly he could have seen me looking out the window, you know what I mean? And also too, if you are parked in front of someone's house and you notice them looking at you through the window because you're just like this random person, you think that like, hello, this person wants you to leave. Obviously it's not like my property, like it's a road, but it's, you know, he's right there, and he's been doing it for 2 days in a row. So the third day came around, and you guys already know, he came back at the same, like around the same time. He parked in the same spot, those stupid black tinted windows, and like pitch black. And he rolls back his chair eventually. He has his phone. So I'm thinking like, he's taking pictures. My jaw just dropped. I could not believe it. So then I was like, yeah, he's definitely here for me or something. Like, I just was so uncomfortable, but I was like, I kept just, you know, trying to be like, okay, well, maybe it still could be this, it could be that. So I was looking at him again through the blinds, and I was trying to see if I could, you know, make out anything like in his back seat, but it was pitch black because it was so freaking tinted. And he rolled back the chair again, getting all relaxed. He had the phone again, like he's taking pictures. And I was like, how many times is he gonna do this, you know? So I waited until around like 1 o'clock, and he was still there. He never got out of the car, not once. Like, you would think, who can sit in a car that long if you're not even driving? You're just parked. So he never got out. I never saw what he looked like. I just could see his frame, and he was like heavy set, like I said. I would say he was probably in his 40s, like mid 40s, maybe early 40s, maybe even late 40s, somewhere in the 40s. So I decided to call a police officer. I didn't call 911, like, you know, I didn't want like sirens and all this stuff, but I wanted a police officer to come over and just like check it out. And then in my head I'm thinking, oh my god, like if I call the police officer just to see what this guy is doing, the guy, if, you know, he's coming for me, he's gonna think, or he's gonna know that I called the cops on him, because clearly he's right outside. So I was a little freaked out by that, but I was like, you know what, I just want this guy to go. And I just thought after the officer left, or after the officer talked to the guy, that the guy would drive away, then the officer would come up to me and tell me like, this is what he was here for, and then that's when I would, you know, do what I have to do if he was really here for me, or I don't know. So I am, as soon as, you know, I'm waiting for the officer to come, and I have my phone ready, and I'm just like staring out here, and I'm just like, yeah, like you going to jail, but really like he's not going to jail. I don't know, I'm just so weird. So I'm looking out my window, I see the cop car pull up, and I'm just like, woo! Like I'm so excited. and I'm trying to listen, but I couldn't really hear. I see the officer get out of his car. I see him go to the guy's window, and he's just talking to him for a bit, you know, just talking to him. And I'm just like, yeah, like you tell him to go away. So a few minutes go by, and the cop, you know, he's just talking to him, I guess asking like, what are you doing here? You know what I mean? And I didn't really hear anything. And then the cop goes back in his car, and you know, I'm just thinking to myself, no, like stay there, like make sure he drives away first, and then you come to me and tell me why he was there. Because obviously he wouldn't just come to me if the creepy guy was still parked there, because then it's like obvious that I called the cop on him. So the cop just drives away, and my mouth just drops. I'm like, are you serious? Then I was like, okay, maybe he's like circling around, and then he'll come and talk to me after. That man did not leave until that same time again. So I'm literally just keeping my eye on him all day. He never got out of the car. He was in the car the whole time. Like I could, you know, I could see that a person was in there, and it was the same person for, you know, all these other days that he was there. And I was like pissed off because I wanted the cop to tell him to go. I mean, I don't know, maybe maybe it wasn't as alarming or something, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe the guy was picking up his daughter. Maybe he was an undercover cop and he was spying on people down the street. Like, I don't know. Or he was spying on me. No, he wasn't spying on me. Or he was spying on me because he's a freaking creepy stalker guy. So yeah, that day, he left around the same time, 4:45. I watched him drive away, and he never came back. And it's been months later, so did the cop make him never come back? Is he an innocent man and he was just parking there waiting for something? Because obviously he was trying to kill time for, you know, laying back and stuff. But it was really freaky for me. And especially, you know, you hear about all these stalker stories. You hear, you know, with YouTubers and even with celebrities, you hear it like whenever you are a public figure. I mean, it's not like I'm like a superstar and like, you know, I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, but you know, this happens, this kind of thing happens, and it's really scary. And I just, you know, I get really messed up messages from people. As soon as he drove away that day, I started thinking things like, oh my god, what if he comes back tonight? What if I pissed him off? What if he does this? What if he does that? And I was getting really paranoid, and I was probably paranoid for a week. And then after a week, I just kind of relaxed and I was okay. But it was just really creepy. So, I mean, if you are getting messages online, you gotta report them, or at least tell somebody, because I didn't really tell anybody. Like, I just was almost scared to tell somebody. I mean, now people know, but and I'm telling you guys, but I don't know, I just really thought it was him. And you know, I see so many movies and horror movies. I watch like 48 Hours Hard Evidence sometimes, and you know, I love Criminal Minds, and I've always wanted to work for the FBI. It's so random. I should really have my FBI hat on. You know what, I'm gonna go get my FBI hat. All right, so here's my FBI hat. Oh my god. Yeah, so because I want to be in the FBI. This was actually for my costume when I was JJ from Criminal Minds a long time ago, years ago, like before BRITTYYWEEN even was a thing. So yeah, I was JJ. Do you want to hear something else too? This was like around the same time. But this incident actually happened before this incident with this creepy man outside. So I was out with my dad one day, and there was this car, and it was a silver car. And my dad noticed that it was like following us around. And I just like, oh hell no. Like I told you guys, I just don't put up with anything anymore. If you're gonna follow me around, boy, I'm gonna follow you around even harder. If you're gonna stare at me and give me dirty looks when I walk by you, woo, I am gonna walk right by you and stare you even harder, because I am such a nice person. I sound so mean though right now. I'm just so done with people. I am such an introvert. The older you get, the more introverted you become, trust me. So oh my god, I just don't put up with anything. So I was getting like all pissed off. I am literally Liam Neeson from Taken. Like I have a particular set of skills that make me a nightmare for people like you, and it's so true, especially if it involves my family or friends, because I'm a very protective person over my family and friends. Woo! I get pissed off, and now I'm getting all like worked up even though nothing's happening, but just the fact that my dad noticed this guy, and I just was like, what the heck, what is he doing? Why is he following us? So I just said, let's follow him, and we followed him. Because he kind of went down this road, but we knew he was gonna come back because he was watching us. So we started following him, and he knew that we were following him. This sounds so crazy, like my FBI mode. I wanted to know who this person was. Why are you watching us? Why are you following us? So we were, we weren't like, tailgating him. We were like keeping our distance, just acting like we were going somewhere else. But no, he knew that we were on to something, and then he eventually like drove off because he was freaked out. But like imagine he wasn't even watching us or following us, and then he's all freaked out because he sees like me all going crazy with my dad, and we're like following him. I am just Liam Neeson. Like I don't trust anybody, guys. Nobody. Why am I talking like this? I'm just so cautious and careful, and if someone's being weird, I want to know why you're being weird. Not like a weird like me and you, like how, we have fun and stuff. If someone is, making me feel threatened, I want to know why. What are you up to? What are you thinking in your head? So the little wannabe FBI agent in me comes out a lot. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of different, but I thought it was just really creepy, and it just kind of came back to me. I was like, oh my god, I should share this with you guys because it was just so weird. And if you want to hear more of my FBI stories, because literally, and when I worked in retail, like I was amazing. Like I told you, I was nicknamed the FBI girl because I tracked down the criminals. Like I knew who they were because we had like a book in the back, like criminals that are caught on camera who like shoplift and all this stuff. So I knew who they were. I would just make them drop their stuff. Like I just didn't care. Just like, don't steal from the store. I was just so, I don't know. I would be a good FBI agent. I really would, since I act like one when I'm out and about. But I just want you guys to know, what am I wearing? I don't know what's wrong with me. I mean, it's almost Halloween, so I guess I'm kind of dressed up, and then I'm wearing a 1990 shirt. Just always be aware of your surroundings, always be cautious, always have somebody with you. This goes for everybody of all ages. Always have somebody with you. Don't walk down a dark alley. Don't go out at night if you don't have to. Don't go running at night, jogging at night. Always make sure, like it's getting dark, just make sure somebody is always with you. Just always be cautious. And I'm very cautious of my surroundings, guys. Oh my god. FBI Brittany's coming out again. Trust me, everywhere I go, I scan to see if someone's giving me a bad vibe. Like if someone's already looking at me, but if they smile, I'm like, oh hey. But if they just look at me and they give me like the resting bitch face, I think to myself, maybe they just have a resting bitch face, because I have that. I've been told that. Or there's something else going on in there and I want to know what it is. But yeah, I am just a crazy person. So who do you think that guy was? Do you think he was there for me, or do you think he was picking up his daughter? Like, I don't know, around 4:45-ish when school gets out at 3 o'clock. Do you think he was an undercover cop and he's watching for somebody? But like, he was like outside my house. Was he watching me? Because I haven't done anything. But yeah, like I don't know who that was, but that was like back in May, so it was a while ago, but it was really freaky at the time. If he ever comes back though, like I don't even know, but I have not seen him. When I see blue cars, I'm just like, oh my god, is it tinted, driving by or something? But I don't know who he was. I have no idea. He could have just been an innocent man and I could just be, paranoid. But I think it's good to be paranoid, I mean, as long as it doesn't take over your life, but I can be very paranoid. And I think I was, in the right to be paranoid, because this guy was parked outside for days and he never got out of the car, and tinted windows, like the windows were so black, and I saw him push back his chair, and who does that? And who just sits in there for hours, like hours? He never got out. He didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything. So you would just think like, oh, he's watching me, like something was so off. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. As always, you rock my world, in the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Britty44, hashtag Britty friends. Hey, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hope you like my FBI hat, and I don't know. Bye guys.